Hey, it's me, it's Jewelry. I have quite a few things that I've hauled in the past few weeks, and I've been super busy with my full-time job, so these are things that need to be shared and put out there so you know they're out here if you are interested in any of them before I get around to listing them, which will probably be a month at the rate I'm going, because hey, high school graduation's coming up for my daughter, so really excited for that. So let me kind of walk through some of the fun things I've found in the past few weeks and let you know where they're going to be. And if I have any history on them, I'll share that with you. First things first is sometimes when I go out thrifting, I find things that I realize people don't know what they are. Like, Brooks Brothers. This is a Brooks Brothers vest. Perfect shape. Nice metal zipper up the front. That will be going on eBay. I think that's a small. And then I always am looking for classics. This is a lovely camel hair coat that is in perfect condition. Ben's coat. I love stuff like this. I kind of grew up in the preppy days when I was in high school, and I just love really beautiful classics. I mean, the top stitching on this, everything is just wonderful quality. Next thing I found is, guys, when I find it, I find it. This is Burberry, and I'm pretty sure this is real Burberry. It's a basic navy peacoat for men. How cool is that? That's a basic. That will be going on eBay. That's not an Etsy item. That's a bit newer, definitely with the Burberry logo. That's newer. But man, pretty cool, Bella. Mm-hmm. And then also in my group of things, I cannot pass up pristine Harris tweed. It's really, unless it's just hideously ugly. Here we go, Harris tweed. Another really great sport coat. When I find these that are pristine, this is actually from Anderson Little. And Anderson Little wasn't really known for like the best quality later on, but back when this was made, this is about as good as it gets. Harris tweed is a handmade product, and you have to be certified to be able to produce it and say it's real Harris tweed. That's the real deal. This stuff wears like a mother. So it's a really great product. If you want to kind of do that professor classic preppy Ivy League look, hit your Harris tweed. Now on the other hand, I like good American made things. This is, believe it or not, Woolrich. It is a shearling coat. It needs to be brushed and cleaned. I will be selling this just as is. Listen, people, I know a lot of people don't like fur. They don't like real leather. But something like this is going to last a lot longer than the synthetics. It's using a lot less products than these synthetics. And it will biodegrade, unlike a lot of the synthetics. But this, man, that's fantastic. Another thing I got is another men's cashmere blend coat, black. I can't pass up a coat, people. It's a problem. Is it a problem?
Yeah.
But when you find really great classics like this, they always sell really well for me. And this will be going in my Etsy shop. It's just a basic, it's actually not a terribly small size, so this will do really well for us. Now, on to the girls' stuff. Okay, for the height of ticky-tacky, better? I have had a ugly sweater shop, and so if I find things that I know will win an ugly sweater contest, I will buy them and put them back into the world so they don't go in a landfill. This, all right, Bella, we were discussing, this week was the Met Ball. Sweetie, this is camp. This is about as campy as you can get. Santa Claus and Christmas trees and sequins.
Oh.
Is this camp?
I mean, it counts.
It counts because it is.
I didn't say it was pretty, but
I didn't say it was pretty. Would I wear this unapologetically? No. Do I wear ugly sweaters unapologetically? No. Do I know people who do? Yes. Do I recommend it? Not if you want people to take you seriously. So, that's one of the reasons my ugly sweater shop is closed. So, on a completely different level, this is Giorgio Armani. This, I'm pretty sure, is from the 90s. It's got some pretty decent shoulder pads in it. I love Armani. I have several Armani pieces, and they are just classics. This needs a little bit of cleaning, but this will be in the shop. Along with another jacket, this one from Emmanuel. Emmanuel was the bridge line for Emmanuel Ungaro. I used to sell this years ago at Dillard's. This is power suits coming back. Power suits are definitely the thing. So these will be in the shop, and I can tell you right now, this is from the 90s. I can feel those shoulder pads from the early 90s in this. But this is a great line, excellent quality. This is not what you're going to find at H&M. You like that, huh? Another thing, this will be soaked and cleaned, but another wedding dress from the 60s. Actually, probably 60s into the 70s. This is totally hippie kind of Renaissance look. However, made of polyester. So this will be soaked and cleaned, and this will be going into the shop.
You know Sophia Nygaard, and she's looking for like that style of dresses and stuff.
Yeah. Hey! Hi, Sophia. I love watching your channel. This is, so I'll go to that later. Acid washed. Yes, I do find acid washed. I have not only one acid wash skirt, I have a Wrangler skirt. Pretty sure that one was Wrangler. Yes. Yes, it is. Don't zoom into that. That's not important. So, these definitely 90s going in the shop. Couple other groovy things. A Wembley tie and a vintage Burt Pulitzer tie. Yes, he was related to Lily Pulitzer. That's a whole other story. One thing I always sort of talk about on my videos are like, if you find things that might be worth something. Vintage Ralph Lauren bedding. All I found was one, but a lot of times that's all people want is one. So, really great Ralph Lauren king size sham. And down to the last couple things I found. Now, I knew these were vintage saddle shoes the minute I saw them. They do need to be cleaned. And it says Johnston & Murphy, and I pulled it out. It's not Johnston & Murphy. This is vintage Cole Haan. This, for somebody who does 40s, 50s, these are fantastic. I'm going to clean these up. These will be in the Etsy shop. I don't know what size they are right now. I'm trying to keep everything together, but they're perfect. I mean, the soles, everything on these are perfect, people. I mean, wow. So if you're a swing dancer and you're looking for saddle shoes, I'll hook you up. And the last thing I found, when you are thrifting, you don't ever go and say, I'm going to look for this, because most of the time if you look for it, you'll never find it. I found vintage patterns from the 50s, probably earlier. I have not gone through to double check the dates on all of these, but when these will go for about $10 a piece. I've got boys' pajamas, but some really wonderful women's day dresses, full skirts. I have probably 20 of these in here, and these will be great. I know I'll do really well with these. The hard part about all of this is, well, it has all the parts and pieces. I've got to double check that all the parts and pieces are in here, because a lot of times it doesn't even matter the size. People want these for either display, or a lot of people sew from them, or they will scale them up and make them into current patterns. But I have a pile of those. But they're good. These are the kind of things that do sell well. They don't take up a lot of space, and I have a really good margin on them. So I'm sorry I haven't gotten back with you guys for a while. Anybody who's hanging around watching my channel, thank you. You can find me on Etsy at Carolina Thrift Chick. also on Instagram at Carolina Thrift Chick, and also on YouTube. So now you're watching me on YouTube, subscribe, and I'll see you real soon. Oh, so, but wait, there's more. I had a good friend of mine, her name's Carrie Sharp, and she said to me, do you ever do fur? And I said, yes, I do. So she's like, I'm either going to donate these or I can give them to you to be rehomed. And I said, if you give them to me, they will be rehomed. So let me pause right here, and I'm going to take you over and show you the new things that she gave me. These will probably be going into the shop more in the fall because nobody really wants fur coats unless you're in Australia in our summertime. So this is a big shout out to my friend Carrie Sharp for letting me give these a new home. One of the things I love about having my shop is I feel like I'm doing my little bit to save the planet, because a lot of times a lot of people in our area think that vintage is junk, where in other areas of the country they really appreciate it for what it truly is, which is really good quality clothing. So one of the things, there's some things she gave me, and I'm going to go through kind of from beginning to end. A couple of faux fur options, faux fur vest, and a faux fur cheetah. Yeah, it's faux. You like that, Bella?
Yeah.
Okay. And then there's some other things she had. I've shown recently some Geiger pieces. Well, these were actually bought, I think, by her mother when they went to Austria. So I have not only one Geiger jacket, but a complete Geiger suit with the skirt. Oh, look at the little coins on there. That is just cool as hell. So that's some of the new things there that she added to my things. And then she has, these are family furs. And I believe this was her, I'm not sure if it was her mother's or her sister's. This is her mink stole, which would be great. It'd be beautiful for a wedding. It even has pockets in it. So this was these were designed to be worn and to be loved, along with a second stole. One of these is her grandmother's, and if she gives me any information, I'll send this to her and she can tag this and tell me what's what. And then the third is actually a sable stole. So, I mean, these are just exquisite. They have been kept in beautiful, beautiful shape. So these are the kind of furs, if you want to buy them and they're not degraded, these are in beautiful shape. Added to this was a fur wraparound, and then in here is which I recently sold one of these this year. It's a fox jacket. I'm not going to pull that out completely, but the piece de resistance is her grandmother's mink. And she told me when this was originally bought, it was $10,000 back when she bought it.
Oh my God.
And this was her grandmother's. And this is just beautiful. It's beautifully made. It's I mean, every bit of this is just supple and beautiful. And these need to be rehomed and need to find a lovely home. And one of the things I'm going to do is donate a percentage on the real fur pieces. I will probably donate 25% to our local Humane Society of what gets sold. So I think that that's a way that everybody benefits from this. So I appreciate you watching my video this week. Carrie, thank you, because you're just such a sweetheart. Oh, and if Bella didn't know what this was, this is a muff. And this is to keep your hands warm when you're outside.
I just use gloves.
But this is what old people did back in the day. So, on a happy note, here it is, May. I'm looking at fur. If you're in Australia, you might be like, I am down with that. If you're down somewhere below the equator. But thanks for watching. Follow me on Instagram, Carolina Thrift Chick, and find things in my store on Etsy, Carolina Thrift Chick. Thanks for watching my channel. Please subscribe. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. And